Morning everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I bring you the gospel, a message that was in my heart to share with you guys. Stay tuned. When you read the Bible, do you struggle to understand a message? Or even when you hear a sermon, do you struggle to understand what the sermon is about? Do you even sometimes forget? Able to apply the message into your life? And if you are able to apply the message in your life, is it just for a short period of time? These are issues that I personally have struggled with. And I'm sure there are people out there who've also struggled with this. This is why I'm doing this video today. Now, the Bible talks about this. It was actually Jesus preaching about this. And he preached about this in the Bible verse that I'm going to take you guys through. I'm going to be reading from Mark chapter 4, verses 1 to 8. I read, "Again Jesus began to teach beside Lake Galilee. The crowd that gathered around him was so large that he got into a boat and sat in it. The boat was out in the water, and the crowd stood on the shore at the water's edge. He used parables to teach them many things, saying to them, 'Listen. Once there was a man who went out to sow grain. As he scattered the seed in the field, some of it fell along the path, and the bird came and ate it up. Some of it fell on a rocky ground where there was little soil. The seed soon sprouted up because the soil wasn't deep. Then, when the sun came out, it burned the young plant, and because of the root hasn't grown deep enough, the plant soon dried up. Some of the seed fell among the thorn bushes, which grew up and choked the plant, and they did not bear grain again. But some seed fell in good soil, and the plant sprouted, grew, and bore grain. Some had 30 grains, others 60, and others 100. You might be thinking, "Kay, what has this got to do with me not understanding the Bible?" So I go to verse 13 where Jesus explains the parable. Then Jesus asked them, "Don't you understand this parable? How then will you ever understand any parable? The sower sows God's message. Some people are like the seeds that falls along the path, and as soon as they hear God's message, Satan comes and takes it away. Other people are like the seed that falls on rocky ground. As soon as they hear the message, they receive it gladly, but it doesn't sink deep into them, and they don't last long. So when trouble or persecution comes because of the message, they give up at once. Other people are like the seed sown amongst the thorn bushes. They are the ones who hear the message, but the worries about this life, the love for riches, and all other kinds of desire crowds in and choke the message, and they don't bear fruit. But other people are like the seed sown in good soil. They hear the message, accept it, it bears fruit, some 30, some 60, and some 100. So the Bible tells us that Satan steals God's message from our heart. So every time we hear God's message, Satan is there trying to steal the message from our heart so that it doesn't bear fruit. So for people who don't understand the Bible, for people who maybe forget what they've heard or what they've read, this is Satan's strategy. For people who might agree with some principles that the Bible talks about, but then doesn't accept that principle into their life, those are people that are in rocky grounds because their mind is closed to God. And the third is for people who might understand the message, but because they have other worries in their lives, those worries then chokes the message, and then there is no fruit from what they've heard. So even for people that understands the message and that message bears fruit in their lives, there's also three different levels to how much that message produced fruit. So some produced at 30%, some produce at 60%, and some produce at 100%. So I hope this answers the questions that was raised at the start of the video, and I would like you guys to comment below and also share this video to help as many people as you can.